Okay, we should be live on YouTube now. We are testing out anything live. Are you guys seeing anything live yet? Inbox. I'm not seeing anything live yet, but we are trying this out. If you are out there, welcome to Tara Lee Live. Are we there? Hi?
We're there.
We're there. Okay, cool. Welcome, everybody. Holy crap. We got this. I'm so excited. Welcome, everybody. This is Tara Lee Live, and I am joined today by High Live for Today and her son, Green Mind, along with Dan with audio files from Australia. And High Live for Today is actually from Canada, and I am from Washington State. For those that are new to the channel and new listeners, we always have new ones out there, guys, so don't forget that. So welcome, everybody. We are trying out a new platform. As you can see, it looks a little bit different than our usual Hangouts. So how is the sound coming out there to everybody in live? I see we got Ryan and Bingo. What's up? And Naked Stoners. How are we doing? What's up, DSP? Good day. Absolutely. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a dab. I need a dab because, oh my gosh. So right as I was getting ready to start this meeting, I've had quite the morning. We've been working on tile in our house. We have tilers, and my husband decides right as I get ready to start the link and throw the live out for these guys, my husband unhooks the internet. I was like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden I lost connection. Are you serious? So yeah, so getting a little late start. We want to be here at high noon, wishing you guys all a happy and high noon today. So cheers. I am going to take a dab of some Budakong. What are you guys all puffing on there? Hi. Oh, you're muted, girlfriend.
So we're trying to roll a joint in the wind. Not working.
Oh shit.
So it takes two of us.
Yeah.
Trying to block the wind.
It's very windy. It doesn't look windy, but it's actually very windy.
And since I don't I can't roll a joint very well, I'm taking this opportunity to share a joint with my son because he can roll amazing. He can roll.
Isn't that awesome when you're around guys that can roll and girls that can roll? So here is the Budakong that I am puffing on. It's some nice sappy, gooey flower rosin that I made.
Oh my God,
so that's what I will be puffing on this morning.
Never mind. It's okay.
Did you like the look of that, Dan?
Oh my God. It looks museum worthy.
You think? Museum worthy? You think? Ooh, pretty?
Man,
Smells good. It's sweet. It like has this beautiful bouquet of floral smell with this sweet undernote. Like I love the sweet. It's like fruity sweet. Love it.
See, I need these glasses to see that screen, but these glasses to see this screen. So what the hell am I supposed to do?
That's so hard.
Adam Shaken. Thai OG AK-47 from
AK-47.
Whoa, that sounds good. AK-47, isn't that one of your favorites, Dan?
So yeah.
So yeah.
Nice accent.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh dear.
Okay, so what does it say actually? So it actually says that I like for my title. What does it even actually say? Oh, live test DU. See, I didn't even name it.
I don't know.
The drug unit, the dope unit. I don't know.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
The
live
dope
test DU. Down under. Oh, down under. We're the down under.
Yes, we are. Totally. That's hilarious.
Down under, mate.
Oh, so if cannabis was legal in Australia, and if I was smoking on something, it might be a friend's outdoor gelato.
You want to rip a piece of this?
But it's not, because I don't smoke weed or break the law.
Okay, so like an outdoor gelato. I've never had an outdoor gelato.
Really?
I've never had a gelato. I don't think I've had Tangy.
Right.
What's a gelato taste like?
Oh, the gelato is really nice. I had it when I was in Washington. Hey, it was
Oh yeah.
really, it was super popular. Like the couple of months that I was there, it was like the go-to strain was the gelato. Um,
So what
yeah,
would you
like
say the terp profile would be of that?
oh, it's yuck. It's fuel. It's kind of and it's gross. It's like, look, I don't know if it's because most people use Terpinator or some sort of um, phosphorus booster, but I can taste it. For me, it tastes like this methane kind of chemical fart within the pot itself. So I learned to do this trick from Swami. You know Swami from Swami Select, that real hippie looking white dude who looks like an Indian guy. Yeah. Okay.
Is that that guy?
Well, I don't know
Love
how
this
else to
guy.
explain. Yeah, he's got the coolest style. He's just this white dude. He dresses like a freaking Indian. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, the first time I saw him, I thought he was Indian as well.
Yeah, same. But he's just a Swami or whatever they call him. Swami. Anyway, so Swami, he wrote this really cool article in this magazine I bought in America, Cannabis Magazine. And it was all about smoking pot and really enjoying the smoking of the pot. And he taught me this thing that I do every single time now, and I never did before. And it's the dry puff. You've got to do the dry puff. The dry puff is the puff that you do to get a real good sense of the everything about the flavor of the cannabis. And it possibly even affects, even though it's not decarboxylated. If you breathe in, you grate some lemon rind and you breathe in that limonene and citrine, you do get refreshed. So you don't need terpenes to be decarbed for those effects to affect the human being sometimes when they're volatile enough. And so that dry puff, that's what I use to tell people usually, plus the smoking, but that's the big one. You do that dry puff, you've really got a good profile, because it's the it's the quintessential way to smell something. Because to smell something, you are going through your nose and then eventually eventuating on your taste buds. Well, doing that dry puff because you've just smelt it, then you do the dry puff. It's a really brilliant technique to do. Even if you didn't want to smoke the joint, it's not a good idea to try to even do that. Like have like a
Well, okay,
like
so personally, I don't like to smoke joints. I don't like to smoke flower. Those of you that don't know that, I don't smoke flower. I only dab. So absolutely, like he's doing, you always dry puff because you can get, it's just, dry puff is nothing more than seriously taking a jar of weed and seriously putting your nose in it and seriously going, that's what it is. That's what dry puffing is. Nothing more than that, right?
Well, no, the only difference is you bypass the nose and you go straight to the taste bud instead of nose and then taste bud. So
Yeah,
it
but you
allows
can
you
do that in a jar.
Yes. If you inhale through your mouth, absolutely. So
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's what you're
Yeah.
saying. Oh,
Yeah, you
brilliant.
could just
Brilliant.
right
Love
there.
it, Tara. I love it.
Yeah. So like, hey, there's a jar and there you go.
Wonderful adaptation on the Swami little joint etiquette. I really think that's a good way to do it at any point. You don't have to waste 10 minutes rolling a damn joint for starters.
Yeah, very true. That's true. But okay, so vaping. I do like to vape. I do like to vape flower. The problem is, okay, so there's two things. It has to be very moist. I hate dry flower. Like it's got to be at least 62%, like for me. And then it also it obviously has to be fresh, right? Can't be sitting around forever, right? And of course that's going to be because it's moist. But it's still like I love the taste and everything of it, but it still doesn't get me to the high that I need to reach. It doesn't decarboxylate enough. And so I see why people need to actually smoke it and combust it. I 100% believe it and I get it. And that's why I dab, and I dab at different temperatures. It's really, really important to try that out when you're dabbing. Try different temperatures with different strains. Some strains I like way low because those terpene profiles, the way they burn off, they don't taste as nasty. They have a different sweeter note. And where sometimes the hot gassy ones, if you burn those, if you take those dabs too hot, oh, they taste like shit. I mean, they're nasty. There's no fun in it.
One of the things though, when it comes to weed, there's so many reasons why we smoke it. Now there's some reasons because we just want to blaze and just get high. Other times we're with a group of people and it's a social thing. We have a big circle. We could have maybe 3 joints going around, 3 or 4 joints. And I would rather do the joint at that moment than I find stopping everything to torch, or to sit around a table and torch a banger or something, Sometimes it's just, you just need that.
And I love it. I think that is so cool. And honest to God, I really wished I liked it. I really do, because all those events I go to, everybody's always handing me a joint. I mean, I'm always standing in a circle and there's always a joint being handed to me. And I feel so crappy turning it down. Like, seriously, I really do. I really wish I liked it, but I just don't. So I just don't. Just don't.
Each his own.
Yeah.
Look, I think that genuinely, I think that if you had some of the living soil cookies that could possibly be created here in Australia at some point by someone that I know, I honestly think that if you had the right flour and that was grown correctly, you might change your mind. But I do hear you. I've always maintained, look, cannabis in its natural form tastes by and large kind of crap. It's like an olive. Like, I'm trying to make olives at the moment because we're Greek, right? And we've got like thousands of these olives that we're trying to make, and half of them taste like they're horrible. They're absolutely horrible. The same thing happened with the eggplant. It took the Romans hundreds of years, I think, to genetically breed, like we do with cannabis, eggplants, to not make them taste like absolute tart, terrible stuff. Because eggplants, or aubergines, I think you guys know them as, they're pretty gross. And most people will be like, oh, I hate eggplant. I hate eggplant. Listen, you have my eggplant.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You have my fucking eggplant. I'll make you.
The Romans for that.
Take the Romans.
Yeah, so I think it's the same. I think, honestly, cannabis is definitely an acquired taste. 100%.
Yes. Well, okay. How many things as adults are acquired tastes? Let's name them, right? Acquired tastes. Alcohol, beer. Beer is definitely like.
Oh, so you said spirits and then
alcohol. There's
Yeah,
several of them that are acquired taste. Like, so there's wine coolers that are acquired taste. There's wine. There's red wine, white wine that are different acquired taste.
Let's basically say all alcohol.
Alcohol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but there's
you've got it right there.
but think about it. Even within alcohol, there's acquired tastes. Even though you like one alcohol, you don't like it all. So I'm trying to say, even though you don't like one cultivar, you might like another. See? See what I'm saying?
Well, this will be a big up to Joshua C. Steenland.
For the whiskey
Oh,
drug.
what did you say? I couldn't hear you, Green Mine.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just saying it's pretty much what drug do you prefer, right? What alcohol, what choice, I mean, but some people it's coffee. Some people they need to acquire that taste. Not all kids. My brother hated coffee.
Yeah,
now
coffee. Like, okay, so I used to hate going down the coffee aisle as a child. I didn't like the smell of it at all. Now I love walking down the coffee aisle. And then as a teenager, I started liking it, but I actually didn't drink coffee until I was an adult. And it took me a long time to like coffee, and I still don't like coffee black. I have to have lots of cream and honey in it. But that's an acquired taste. So what else is acquired taste? Smoking. I didn't ever take smoking. Tobacco.
Fuck that. Let's not even warrant evil tobacco in this conversation. Because listen, I have had
drugs. It's all drugs.
I've got to admit, I've had 3 spliffs last week, and I'm not proud to admit this, and I've been a naughty Dan. I've consumed tobacco 3 times this week. So chat, feel free to blast me for being a hypocrite and a bloody idiot. Naughty Dan.
Okay, so when you say spliff, just meaning the outside of the blunt wrapper being tobacco, or you mean you've actually smoked a whole tobacco spliff?
50-50.
Oh, you roll them in. Okay, got you. So you roll them. That's what Frenchie does. Frenchie Cannoli, I don't know how but I saw him roll it when we were down at the regenerative conference. Frenchie was there, and he was like, he totally was taking a cigarette. He borrowed a cigarette from Jackie, or not borrowed it, but took a cigarette from Jackie and rolled it. You know, how do you borrow a cigarette? So you put it, he rolled it, actually ripped it up and rolled it in there, right? And roughed up. I was like, wow, that's interesting. And then he even takes the cigarette filter and even puts it back in the joint.
Oh, yeah.
And smokes it. Yeah.
Look, if you like tobacco, it's a beautiful taste. It is a fantastic, especially if it's nice tobacco. I had Girl Scout cookies for the first time in Australia just the other day. Amazing example of Girl Scout cookies. It looked exactly like it did on Instagram. So it was a really good phenotype. Very competent grower. Let's just call him Baskin and Robbins. And he even said to me, look, Dan, I know you disagree with the tobacco, but try it with tobacco and you'll see it's a completely different flavor. And I'm easy to convince to smoke tobacco. I still have a lure to the damn substance, even, decades after, or 5-10 years after I don't smoke anymore. So I still find it very hard. I'm sure everyone else does, or most people who quit smoking. I still find it very hard. It's a different feeling too when you combine it with pot. It's very different. If you've never done it, you don't know what it is, but it's obviously slightly different. It's like what you were saying about vaping. Vaping's different. It's not better. It's definitely not better. It's not worse, but it's not as good as.
Yeah, but okay, so like personally, I don't think anybody can do that. You can rate how you like it and on your scale, but not everybody's going to agree. And this is like cars, okay? This is like cars. Yep. Chevy, Ford, Dodge, Mitsubishi, Honda. That's why we have all the selection. That's what cannabis is. We need the selection, and people need to try. Be able to try and have opportunity to try. It'd be nice to try before you buy, right? Find a friend that grows. Those who know grow.
Tara, let me just sum up what you've been saying, because you've actually come full circle now. You brought up this wonderful topic of acquiring a taste. Then what did we just talk about? What did we just talk about then? Oh yeah, a high. That's very personal. So these things are two very personal opinions that completely obscure any sort of objective viewpoint of the subject matter. You know what I mean? So it colors it. It's pure quantum physics where the observation of the thing changes the thing. It's a very strange occurrence where by experiencing it, by you experiencing it, it's different. It's just different.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's it. It's kind of like knowledge is power, right? And that's education. And how do you know until you try? And education is so powerful in so many ways. And, YouTube is so powerful, you guys, but yet at the same time, it's so hard to find the truth on some things now. I don't know if you guys are having the same trouble I am on YouTube, but everybody's got all these what do they call them, hit tags, because they want you to, or click things, whatever the hell they call them, clickbait, because they want everybody to click on them, and even though they're not even telling you how to, and it tells you nothing about it. It's so frustrating. I don't know.
I can tell. So the algorithm just changed with YouTube, and what's happening is, this is why this is going on, right? What's happening is it's called click-through rate. Okay, you can find this, Tara, as well. This is important for you guys listening. So what that click-through rate determines is the thumbnail you create, the click that it generates, and then does it generate a little bit of a watch time? That's click-through rate. And that is why clickbait is now the successful button to hit for creators who aren't creating. They just want to get you.
Well, okay. All they say is views. Everybody looks at their views. So all they want is all they want you to do is click on their video, and they're happy. They're happy. Everybody on YouTube, that's all they want you to do is click on their video. You don't even have to like it. They're just happy to look at the views. Because believe me, I know, I see it.
But you and I both know that that's not sustainable. That's just the burst bullshit. That's just the fad crap. You and I both know that it's yes, that click-through rate's super important. Yeah. So all that means for us, for quality creators, is just be aware that you've got to spend 10 minutes on your thumbnail. That's all that means.
Oh, you mean I can't keep putting the same one up with no notations on it? Like I got to change my thumbnail. I know I need to do something with that. I just learned Zoom today. Okay, so this was a big accomplish. Okay.
Everyone, let's give Tara credit. Not only, listen, it's unstereotypical. Look, I'm a super nerd. I build my own computers, yet Tara teaches me a lot of this stuff, guys. I hope everyone's listening. She's a girl, so she stereotypically shouldn't be talking to the nerd boy. She is. And I never use Zoom. before today. Thank you, Tara.
Woo! Hey,
Tara,
and I got a lot of guys on Hangouts. I have lots of guy growers. My brothers, I call them my brothers. I have a whole group of guys that I hang out with. That most of them, a lot of them, I got onto Hangouts. It's pretty funny. Like we kind of got a whole big group going on there. So yeah. So now we're gonna have to check out Zoom, you guys, because actually, I don't know what you guys think, but I think the video quality is amazing on this. I think it has much better video quality. I don't know about you. What do you guys think about the sound? And I kind of like this arrangement with the three of us and being able to kind of see more as we're talking more. I feel like more in a group. What do you guys think?
I love it. I think it's great.
Yep, makes sense to me.
in the interface, the GUI, the graphic user interface is beautiful. It's just easy. It's like,
Okay.
yes, I like to look at it.
You know what? The other thing is, you guys, we can like do green screens now. So like I'm gonna get a green screen, and it's like watch this. I'll like change something right now. Let's change this gray in my background. Just a minute here. Let's see. We're gonna change this. Watch this. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, but
Woo!
it's so not done properly. You need to set. You've got to
I
tell
know.
it what-
No, I'm gonna get a green screen though. It'll be fun. I think it's really cool.
It'll work really well. It'll work really, really well because it's easy to key stuff out. It looks like it's doing a decent job without you even doing any settings on it too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I've been playing around with it a little bit.
okay.
So
Well, it's definitely not working properly.
yeah, I know. Well, I'm just playing. It's new.
But
It's
you
new.
don't
It's
have-
something
You
new.
don't have one color behind you, so it's
I
like
know I
uh-oh.
have too much color behind me. I know it's all crazy. Yeah.
Let's take
So-
Tara's eyeballs away.
So yeah, so I could make it so you don't even see my face, and I could just be a little puppet here, you know. But it's kind of cool though. So then people that don't that would like to show like their garden, like that's the other thing. I want to put a green screen behind me so you guys can actually see pictures of my garden. I think that would be kind of cool. Me sitting in my own garden, and that'd be kind of cool.
Yep.
For sure. Absolutely.
Or you could just take us out to your garden.
Well, you know, I tried actually. Last night I did a live. For those of you that didn't catch it, so we had a tree. We had a storm come up the other night, and our tree literally cracked. Like I was out watering. If I wouldn't have noticed it, it literally would have taken out our fence, some of our other little bushes, and our neighbor's camper. They had their pole camper parked right there. Like it would have taken that all out. Yeah, because then there was another storm that came up last night that would have taken it out. And so, yeah, it cracked. I don't know why. I think it got a fungus or a bug must have got in there, you know. So, oh my God, I'm so sick of bugs right now. But anyways, so yeah, it got a hole in it. So we called a tree service, right? No one would call us back. There's only 3 here in our town. No one called us back. So we had to take matters into our own hands. Luckily, we have really awesome neighbors and friends and cousins. They're actually my husband's cousins, but they were actually my friends before I married my husband. Yeah, kind of weird. But anyways, so they luckily live next door to us, and their son has a chainsaw. So he came over and they helped us pull it all down, and he ended up doing most of the work. My husband lifted him up in the tractor and they cut it down, and everything was safe. But I thought, you know, I should video record this. It could be interesting. Who knows what they could take out, right? You never know what they're going to smash when they take out a tree.
Well, you can send them my way because I have a couple trees I want to take down too. So
Yeah. So, well, hey, one thing good about it, I've been wanting to make some hugel beds, right? Now I've got some lumber to do it with.
all right, so Green Mind has to take off now.
Okay. Well, awesome, Green
Oh,
Mind.
go
Thanks for
Green.
coming by and hanging with us.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Yeah, I got to drive home. We don't live in the same city, so
How
you know.
far?
not too far, but a 35-minute drive.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad.
nothing. Dude, that's like you're in the same neighborhood as far as Australia's concerned. It's the same hood.
All right, that's cool. Okay, well,
Yeah.
it depends on the time of day. You know, if traffic was really bad, well, then that could be an hour and a half, right? So, yeah, there you go.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, you have a fantastic drive home. Thanks for hanging out with us. And this is just a test stream. We didn't have really completely anything planned today. So, thanks for just joining us with your mom. I love seeing you guys. It's so cool to see your guys' relationship and the cannabis thing. I love it. But I'll let her say goodbye to you, or we'll leave her alone for a little while. You guys go say goodbye, and then she'll come back to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So have a good one.
Thanks, guys.
Bye,
Ciao.
guys. Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, I just realized, I don't know what happened, but my chat was frozen. I could not see all of you guys chatting. You guys have been chatting. I am like way back at the beginning. So something happened to my computer and you guys have been chatting. I have missed absolutely everything you've said. So, wow, that was crazy. I changed it from live chat back to top chat, back to live chat, and now I see everybody chatting. So thank you, everybody, for showing up. I really appreciate it. Doug Brown, how are you doing out there? Bingo, still hanging here with us. Raymond, you came by. How you doing? What's up? What's up? TSP still hanging with us. Ready to hit hot fire. Ready? If you want to join us, let me know. Tell me out in chat. Any of my mods are always welcome to join me anytime. I love all my mods for helping me out. You guys, thank you very much. Feel free to share any links out there if they need to sub up to anybody. Much thanks. Hey, there's one of my sisters. How you doing, Kathy? Cheers, sister. Sister fam. How are you? Well, I am ready for another dab. Who else we got out there? You guys make sure you say hi in chat and make sure you have it on live chat so we can all talk to you. And if you got any questions, what's up, one dirty rotten? How you doing? Dabs up. Yes, here we go.
Yeah, so here's my theory on why AK-47 is called AK-47.
Okay, why is it called AK-47?
So I think it's because for starters, AK-47 is the single most popular gun that's killed more people than I think any war weapon. It's an insane amount of death that attributed to the AK, to the Kalashnikov, right? So it's a very famous gun. Everyone knows it. All right. That said, AK stands for Afghani Kush, and 47 because it's 47-day flower period. Now that's my theory, but it sounds pretty damn cool.
47 days, really?
Well, it would be awesome.
Who knows the shortest cannabis flowering strain out there? I'd like to know that.
Yeah. That's decent. You know what I mean? Like, not just like, I got this one. It sucks balls. It takes 3 days to flower. Yeah, okay.
Well, okay. Let's talk autoflowers.
Man, I don't know. I don't like the idea that I can't keep something magic when I've found it. That's what I don't like. You know
what? They'll be good. And this is why I'll tell you when they'll be good. When they have basically stabilized the breed. When you can basically plant it like a tomato, like an early girl or whatever, they plant it and you're going to get it.
Okay.
You're going to get it.
When it's fully stabilized.
Yeah.
So the problem is, though, even with full stabilization, you've still got 4 different variations. There shouldn't be, I'm pretty sure there's always 4. Or like you can only really get it down to that. Now, that's okay. Because, I mean, you just pop, you just pop 20 seeds, right? Ideally, let's just talk ideal world where prohibition is not even a thought.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to stop calling it prohibition and start calling it prejudice. I don't think it's because I don't think it's prohibition that's stopping anything. Seriously, look, when I was in Canada, I got caught, and I was in Canada the first time when I got caught smoking pot. It was 2009. I got caught by the police smoking pot. They didn't give a shit. Now that is not prejudice. That's like police not giving a fuck about wasting their time about people smoking an herb. You see what I mean? You don't have that in Australia. Fuck me. You would have to get so lucky to get that sort of police officer in Australia. I'm not saying they don't exist, and I'm not trying to hack on police officers at all. They're necessary, of course. But I think it's just, even I am prejudiced against cannabis users. I'm definitely prejudiced against cannabis users. I've always said you can be a pothead, just don't be a stoner. You know what I mean? Don't let me down. Be accountable. I don't care how much weed you smoke. Just don't let it affect you. If it starts to affect you and it affects me, we're fucked. If we're working on something together that's big, Anyway.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
But that's like some raw honesty that I had to admit. I was like, yeah, I'm actually prejudiced against cannabis users. Every time I meet someone in the cannabis community, I'm like, all right, are they a dumb stoner? Is this person going to just like talk a gang of shit and just going to completely just get bombed and let me down? Like a lot of the community does. So I don't know. Am I the only one in chat? Tara, what do you think?
No. So someone says amen to that. Yeah. I mean, like, I think you've got people agreeing with you out there. Yeah, I just find that there's kind of two type of people that I'm meeting in the cannabis industry right now. And the ones that I feel like most comfortable with and the most open and giving and accepting, I guess, and not so judgmental are the ones that are more of that regenerative type community. And I think that's, never mind the fact that I believe in organic.
Sometimes they get on their high horse, Tara.
But no, wait, I'm not done yet. And it's not because they're regenerative. It's not that part about them. The part about them is most of them have come to the cannabis plant for medical reasons and health reasons. And those are the people that are seeking out the more regenerative living, the more healthful environment, not for just our plants, but for ourselves, right? So if we're going to preach this plant, we need to give this plant the best that we want to give it. And we want to give it all this beautiful, awesome stuff and teas and all this stuff. We've got to be giving ourselves that, we need to think about what we're partaking of daily. And are we drinking enough water? Like, you guys, I fill up this pitcher probably 3 times a day of water. Like, luckily I have good water. I have well water. It comes out of our well at 7.2. I'm lucky in that case. But I just feel like we really need to take note of how we're treating ourselves. Hey, hi, welcome back.
Hi. He's such a good boy.
He's awesome.
Yeah. He's the only reason he left is that he's got to go and get some groceries and make dinner for his wife and stuff. So he would have loved to have stayed.
Oh, we would have loved to have had him.
Yeah. So
well,
I can tell if I met Green at a pub or something later on in life, he seems like the dude I would definitely befriend. Seems like a very, very nice. You should be he just seems like a cool dude. You should be proud, huh?
Oh, thank you. Yes, I am. I'm very proud. It's funny, he was sitting here talking to me earlier today, and I was just thinking how similar his views are on things as yours are, actually. The way he talks about things.
Yeah, they do have, like, but they're both kind of in that.
Well, and you're both like the same age bracket, right? He just turned 40. I don't know. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Same age bracket, and that they both like that creative style. They're both in that. Yeah, exactly. I think they do. Yeah. Oh, was that better? I'm sorry. My mic must have been up. Is that better, guys? Hey, yes, Jordan. Hi, Michael Jordan. How you doing?
Michael Jordan.
What's up? Michael Jordan's in chat, man.
Is he really?
Yeah.
You gonna shoot some hoops a little bit? Oh, I'm sorry. There's an ambulance or something.
Oh crap! They're coming for you. Shit! Hide! Yeah. Hurry! Hide the plants. Hide them! Hide! Hurry! Hide! That's almost a tongue twister. I need another dab. Okay, so I've got to be pressing some super lemon haze this week. I'm almost out. I had to weed out another male yesterday. Oh my gosh, so I had a volunteer, and a volunteer means I had some plants that were bred last year, and a seed got left behind, and so it actually grew. So I had a volunteer seed grow. I don't know what it was. It ended up being a male. It's actually taller than I am. and we had to uproot it because it was where the tree was going to fall. So I talked my husband into digging it out for me, and I put it in a planter, and I literally have it in a planter, and I'm going to grow it in a planter inside our shop to see how tall I can get it, because it's a male and I don't want it outside. And so I went and I cut down all of the flowers off of it. So there's no pollen sacs on it whatsoever. I've been picking it all off. And I just want to see how big around I can get that stalk. Because the stalk on it on the bottom's like this big already. Like, it's so big. I was like,
Try to
damn.
hermit. Tara,
Huh?
try to reverse it. Try to turn it into a hermaphrodite so you get buds off it to smoke to see if it's any good.
No, I didn't. Okay, so where it came up, I didn't like anything in that area. Like, those plants were not my favorite. I didn't like the terpene profile. I didn't like anything about it. So there wouldn't be any reason I would ever want to breed this or do anything with it. Like, it's not. I've got so many. You guys, I have access to so many good seeds. I'm lucky, Dan. I know. I hate to throw it in your face, but like, okay, just this weekend at cultivation class, or not cultivation, at the Indo Expo where I was at, I was there with Shangolos, and I
What
got
is this?
some.
Show me. Tease me.
So I got some autoflowers from him. I got OG autos. So
OG autos.
OG gold
God.
autos. Yeah.
Ooh.
So I don't know what they are. Heart Rock Mountain Farms donated them. So yeah, thanks Shangolos, if you're out there. Thank you. That was awesome. We talked about autoflowers. You guys go check up his channel, by the way. He's got amazing stuff. And I got, guess what else? I gave Vader OG and Shrimp a dab outside the Indo Expo. It was so cool, and I got to meet those guys. And they also gave me some seeds, but I can't remember where I put them. I think they're in my bag down there, and I have to go through it. I have a whole, oh God, you guys.
No, didn't you mail them straight to Australia? I thought you said that.
I have 2 bags of stuff that I got from the Indo Expo. There's stuff in all of these bags. Like, there is so much. Look, I got a t-shirt. I got hats. Look at this. So the Humboldt Seed Company was there. I love that guy. He's a really awesome guy. They're doing amazing things. They had smell and scratch stickers on their seed packs. How cool is that?
Yeah,
So that's a cool shirt. Look at that shirt. Isn't that cool?
That is
yeah,
cool.
pretty excited. It was a great time. Amazing. Oh my God, I met some awesome people. And so, like I said, I have amazing seeds. For me to want to pollen chuck or any of that else, like, no, I'm going to have some nice seeds and nice crops. Sorry, Dan.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. Why don't you? Hey, seriously, if people haven't
And
watched,
I have clones. Okay, so Dutch Blooms is he's a commercial grower here, and I'm a medical patient, so I can go get clones from anybody now that are willing to sell them to me or give them to me. I can give them out as a medical patient to other medical patients. Speaking of which, anybody in Washington, contact me. If you're in Washington, you're a medical patient, you're licensed, I am able to give you legally a plant. So we can hook up, DM me and Instagram, but you have to be licensed. I'm not going to do anything illegally, guys. I'm not going to risk it. Sorry, can't do it. But yeah, I do want to give out free clones to people. I would love to mail things when it's available and when it's legal. I would love to do that for people. That's one thing we talk about on our group conversations. Hi and I are planning a meeting up in the at the Emerald Cup come December. So if anybody right now, if you're thinking about it, if you can get to the Emerald Cup and meet up with us, oh God, it would be awesome to meet you all. I would love to meet you all. It would be so cool to have a meeting conference like once a year to meet everybody or have a sesh. Wouldn't it be cool?
Yeah. I'm so looking forward to this. It's
Yes, Dan, what?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I uploaded the film yesterday. It's done. It's done, man.
Oh, you
did?
Done.
Yeah. Hey, Tara.
It's done.
Yeah, you may have a little appearance in there.
I will? Wow.
F and A, because I thank people that kept me focused, because I almost didn't finish this film. It was almost just ignored because I've got a problem where I don't finish things. That's my big problem. Everyone on the planet's got one big problem, you know, one thing that makes them shit. Yeah, what makes me shit is I don't finish things.
Dude, that's very common in ADHD, and one reason is because we're too harsh on ourselves, we're too critical, and we're too much perfectionists.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right. I thought so. Anyway.
Yep, we're too hard on ourselves. We really are.
Tara, you've hit it on the head. So I finished the film. It's uploaded, right?
Awesome. So is it out? Can we watch it?
Kind of. So YouTube blocked it straight away. I got about 1,100 billion copyright strikes. That's fine. But then I got a block. So here's the question. I know what song I got a block for. Because look, I've made a film, everyone. So in that, I've used music, real good cannabis-inspired music, like a bit of Creedence, a bit of Zeppelin, a bit of Coolio singing Mary Jane with fucking, what's his name? Anyway, this beautiful music in it. I think the music is one of the most amazing parts of the film. But one track, a bloody Dr. Dre song, a little sample even, it's not even a song, it's a sample that I looped, is getting blocked because it's Dr. Dre. And it's a beautiful little bit, and it's one of my favorite musical connections that I made. But I think what I should do, what I'm going to spend today doing is I'm going to take out that song and replace it for another one and then re-upload, which takes me 30 plus hours just to upload. Yeah, so I'll do that and see if it gets blocked. If it still gets blocked, what I think I need to do is not ask for money from people to shoot a second volume, but ask for people for money to actually release the first volume, for everyone to pay for the music rights. What do you think about that?
How much does the music rights cost? What are we talking about? I would have no idea.
Let's say it costs
first of all, I think you need,
anywhere from 1,000.
First of all,
anyway, say again, Tara. Sorry.
First of all, I think you need a figure. You got to have a number on
it. Yeah. So let's work between $1,000 to $10,000, right? Now, because if you work within that, that's a.
Okay, but 1 to 10, that's a. Come on, like.
It kind of is.
Okay, well, come and invest in my company, and it could be 1 and it could be 10. That's a big difference. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But.
Come on, narrow it down here. Come on.
But there's another way to look at it. 10 people putting $1,000 towards it. 100 people putting $100 towards it. Or is that 1,000? I'm so bad. But look. I don't know how much it costs. I don't think it would be too much. But here's the thing.
Okay.
I don't have to do that. Sorry.
Okay. The sad thing, most people are what's in it for me. So if you create value, and I'm telling anybody out there, if you create value to an audience, they're gonna watch it and maybe they'll support it. But everything is ever changing so quick. Like something we might say right now on this video tomorrow might not be even true. Like that's the other part about all this internet media, all these people that are trying to create all this knowledge and all of these conferences and putting all this education out there. It seems like it's constantly changing. And, you know, and that's another thing that is, you know, so hard for people to ever keep changing on here, right? With the knowledge like that. Oh, did I lose you?
No, I just couldn't find where my mouse was. It was on like another monitor. Yeah, look. Okay, so then, no. Maybe I still give the film away for free because I wanted to give the film away and say, hey, look, this is what I can do with no help, no money. And I'll just swap that song out. I don't want to swap the song out, but I'll just swap the song out and see if it gets blocked again. It shouldn't get blocked again.
Hi, I just muted your video.
Fine.
Was that okay? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay,
I
sorry.
I didn't know where that was to do that.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Go ahead, Dan. I'm sorry.
Look, I guess you when you said what's in it for me, if people invest in the next film, here's what I was thinking. I was going to do the Emerald Triangle and meet up with you guys at the bloody Emerald Cup. Could you imagine that as a feature film?
I would rather see you have a GoFundMe page and it be
That's
like,
I'm
I
sorry,
need
mate.
X amount of dollars to get to the Emerald Cup because I'm going to film. That's what I would rather see.
Yeah,
Like there.
I've got a pitch like that that I'll send you, Tara, that you can read, and you can tell me if it sells you, because I sort of say that what I'm trying to pitch to you now is that, look, you just watched my film. I know no one has watched it yet, but let's pretend you've watched it. And I swear to God, I'll get it out to all of you as soon as possible. But you've watched the film. It's a free film. It goes for an hour, 4 minutes, and 20 seconds. It's a fantastic film. I put my heart and fucking soul in it, and I bear my heart and I bear my soul in it. And you can see that. And so I think it's beautiful and valuable because of that. It gives you a beautiful snapshot of the cannabis community. And I don't just talk to the famous people. I talk to them, but I talk to the everyday people that I just run into that turn out to know way more sometimes than the guys in the top of the charts, and then way more respectful of me. I show you how difficult it is to make a film. You see me struggle through everyone saying, yes, Dan, sure, we'll shoot an interview with you. And as soon as I get to America, everyone's like, oh yeah, come and talk to us in a couple of months. Hey, fuckhead, I'm
Dude,
here.
okay, it's not just you. Like, okay, I've approached several people on this video, like just last week. Okay, so just at the conference, I'm like, literally, I'm like, dude, you want to shoot a live? Yeah, let's do a live. Let's do it later. Okay, let's do it. And I'm like, you ready to do a live? Like, oh no, I don't think I can do it right now. And then like everybody backs up. Like all of a sudden, people are so hesitant to put their face and their name and they're out here. And you know why? It's because of the legalities. I mean, really, let's just really talk about that. It's the stereotypical legalities.
I'm not calling it legalities anymore. I'm not calling it prohibition. I'm telling it what it is. It's a mindset, and it's a prejudice that we all have against this plant, including us who use it frequently. Like I said, I got one.
Hashtag God Raid. What the heck is this? I have no idea what's going on in my chat. Bingo's like, I have no idea what this is.
The traveling Shintoist.
God, the God one. Hi. Oh, is he? Oh, I think he's being nice and giving me people, dude. I think it's okay, Bingo. I don't know.
Tara, can you unblock me now?
People.
Tara,
No, he's doing good. Oh yeah, I'll unlock you. Sorry, hi. Yep, start your video. Ask to start video. There, you got it?
I got it.
It should be in the bottom corner.
Not
God
yet.
sends his love. Thank you. Awesome. No, I think it's good, Bingo. I think I think we're good. I think they're just doing. Oh, sorry guys. He didn't know what it was. It's okay. He didn't know what was going on, you guys. Bingo's he's my brother. He's my big brother. He's my protector. He's actually my little brother because he's younger than I am, but he's my big brother. He's my big brother. He's my big brother because he's bigger, right? There you go.
Hey, I might just duck off and make a quick cup of coffee. Do I have time?
Oh, please go for it. Have a cup of coffee. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna hang for about 20 more minutes. So yeah, we're good. Yes. So thank you guys. Thanks for everybody showing all the thumbs up and coming by my stream. I so appreciate it. That was really awesome. I've never had anybody come in and do the God Raid thing. So yeah, so my big brother was protecting me. Thanks, guys.
I still don't know what that is, God Raid.
Well, okay, so there is a gentleman in here by the name God the Good One, and I'm assuming he was like live or he has friends or something, and he must have given me a shout out or sent people over here to come check my channel out and help me out. So
God
thank
is
you.
great.
Yeah. So yeah, God the Good One. Yeah. He drives around. Yeah, we visit you and show up to all good, cool people. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah.
Megan Fox loves us already. Look at that. Thanks, Megan. Hey, Grant, how you been, Grant?
Bingo. Hey, I love bingo. And you know you do too, Grant.
Everybody.
You guys have your secret love affair going on. Hey, I'm going to take a dab of the Super Laban Haze. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right, cool. Well, what I'll do is, just so everyone can have a taste of the film to come, I've done the trailer. I did the trailer 2 years ago I did the bloody trailer.
Wow.
Well, like I said to you guys, I stopped editing the film and wrote it off as a
Right.
loss, and that I was no good and that the film was terrible and just didn't finish it. It's hilarious because I pulled up the project file. Lo and behold, there was a whole film there. I was like, hang on, I was so close to the end, guys. I can't tell you. It was hilarious to see how close. All I had to do was a couple of weeks worth of editing, and the clip, it was done.
And you would have been done. How long had you already spent on it? Good gosh, I know how long.
Oh, I'd spent 12 months.
Yeah,
I'd spent 12
good.
months, and it's not just an easy 12 months. It was like an intense 12 months of living with all of that footage and those people. A lot of people who don't edit don't understand. It's like, especially when you edit like I do.
Dude, I understand. That's why I don't edit.
No, I mean on a real deep spiritual level, right? It's like that's when I learned that cinema, capturing stuff on video is it's weird and special and unique. And
Oh, okay. So cheers, Mason 662. How you doing? Hi, CJ. Sorry, guys. I want to say hi to the chat here.
Yeah.
That's right. Let me
What's
just
up?
go get my
Thanks,
coffee.
guys. Thanks, God, for coming in.
Ooh, I miss.
Appreciate that, and all you guys coming in. Bye. I need to send you a rating next time. So yeah, I need to figure out how to do that because I'm kind of new to all this stuff, by the way. So everybody in chat, thank you so much for coming by, and oh my God, and also thank you for all the subs because oh God, my mic again. Shit, I keep putting
your mic.
up. I keep putting it up because I cough and like I don't want you guys to. So yes, so thank you again for coming by, and I really, really, really do appreciate it. I have like 1,200 subscribers. So I'm like, I say like I'm almost to 2,000 because I didn't even think I'd even get over 1,000. So hey, it was really cool. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Yes, I got my mic fixed. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. So if any of you guys do want to come on one of my lives, or any of you guys would like to come on and hang out and talk about your channel, tell me about yourself, if you agree with cannabis or if you disagree with cannabis, that's what I like to talk about. This is my new love. And that's what I like to talk about.
Awesome.
Yes, yes, yes. So, one thing, and I got a huge shout out by the Dude Grow Show. If any of you guys follow them, like if you're growers, yeah, that was really, really cool. Huge shout out by them because I got to hang out with the dude and we did dabs in my car, and then we went back and we hung out. We went to where they had the Airbnb. And I totally dabbed the dude there, and he like sat there and like was like silent for a while in the chair. It was kind of funny. I gave him a dab of the Orange Hill Classic. It was pretty cool. And then Unca Jim, he was there. He's also the GDC. Yes, Mason, you're part of that. You're always in that chat, and that's where I think I ran into you, Mason. There. Uncle Jim, he had a CBD. So I had my CBD isolate with me, which I always like to travel with if I do go to some of these conferences, because if you get too high, it's very nice to help you out and take you down. Some of those edibles are kind of crazy. So this CBD isolate actually doesn't really get you high. It does change your mind a little bit if you have a lot of it, but it takes a lot. And yeah, he really liked it. He thought it helped relax him a little bit, and he thought it was really cool. So that was cool. He took it on my little X-Vape mini dabber here. This is a really awesome unit. I got some for sale, by the way. Contact me. I can hook you up. And I'm also going to be giving one away, by the way. I have one to give away. And I'm trying to figure out how to do it. And as soon as maybe I figure this Zoom thing out, I will get it. Maybe at 2,000. Maybe I should do one of those things. 2,000 subs and I'll give one away. Or I don't know. We'll figure. Or maybe I'll throw 3 people out. Maybe we'll nominate people and then you guys can vote on who you think should get it. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. We'll figure something out. No, you're not.
Hey, so I just put the link to my trailer, under the audio files. If everyone wants to, I don't know if any of the mods want to repost that every couple of seconds, or not every couple of seconds. No, I'm kidding. You must repost my link every couple of split seconds, constantly on every channel. Mods. Attack. So that's a little trailer I made. Have a look at that. I'm going to release. There's a whole hour of footage. I'd interview this lady who's she's injecting cannabis. That's fucked up. Why would you do that? I don't know.
Yeah. Ooh, yuck.
Here's something interesting. There's an Australian doctor. I'm pretty sure this is what happened. Andrew Catalaris. Correct me if I'm wrong. Any Aussies out there? Andrew Catalaris is quite famous in the Australian cannabis scene. Very famous. Some could argue probably the most famous person in Australia for cannabis is Andrew Catalaris. He used to be a doctor, but I'm pretty sure he got disbarred because I could have this incorrect.
Lost his medical license.
Lost his medical license.
They don't disbar doctors.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. Lost his medical license due to injecting cannabis, and 2 ladies died. Now they didn't die due to the injecting of cannabis, but my argument is, dude, I know that was like, yeah. Anyway, not getting into it, but I just find it weird. It doesn't sound like a good idea.
Interesting.
Anyway, there's an interview with her. There's an interview with, I go see facilities. A lot of it's in Seattle and New Orleans.
Can I have you guys excuse me for one momente? I'll be right back.
Yeah. And anyway, so back what I was saying about film, I was watching this stuff on Tarantino. I love Quentin Tarantino.
Oh yeah.
And he's just released that new one with Brad Pitt and DiCaprio and Margot Robbie, the Australian bird, real pretty Australian lady.
What's it called? I can't remember.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time ... in Hollywood. And it's the Manson murders juxtaposed with, well, the 2 characters, DiCaprio and Pitt, are like actors of the era, but Brad is DiCaprio's stunt double.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Tarantino can't write a bad film. You know what? I watched Jackie Brown last night, man. I love it.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day, and I had said I'd never seen it. I got to try and find it.
It's so good. If you love, it's like blaxploitation without the exploitation. It's like the coolest black movie you're gonna see. Because Tarantino really, I was thinking about this. I was like, man, he's kind of like I am. He's like in a different era. See, I was raised heavily with black hip hop. I absolutely loved black culture and black American culture when I was growing up. Spike Lee films, and all of it. It was just so new and foreign to me, being an Australian immigrant, that I identified with it. Well, Tarantino, I feel, is like the same, but for his era, he loved all that 70s and 60s kind of black power, black empowerment movement, which was just the funk movement and the disco era. And he brings that. You can hear it in his films. The music is really, it doesn't leave out African Americans. His films are fantastic. He even says that Sam Jackson just says his dialogue better than any actor ever, and he does. He's just great in his films, isn't he?
I love him. I love Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, he can do no wrong by me. He can do no wrong by me.
He's filmed. He's filmed here in Montreal.
Yeah, right.
I can't. So, there's a lot of films that they film here. Sorry, Tara Lee.
Oh, that's okay. You're good. Not to totally I'm totally gonna derail the conversation. To talk about my clones, because I need to show off my clones on my on my show, because I forgot. I didn't do it last week. Remember, 2 weeks? I was supposed to do it last week.
Right.
And I ended up going to the conference, so I hadn't showed everybody my clones, and I wanted to make sure I showed you guys my clones at least this week. So now I left them in the cloner for 3 weeks, because I wanted to make sure I showed you guys the roots. I didn't plan them yet. So I'm going to show you those in just a minute. But here are my new clones that are going to be going in there. And I also have a DIY cloner job that I'm trying to do, and I hurt my thumb. That's why it's not done. That's why I got this stupid Band-Aid on here. It really hurt it pretty bad. So hopefully I will finish that next week, because my clones are going to sit like this. I'm going to try and fit all the rest of them in there, but I have a lot more that I took, because I want to make sure that I have plenty of every pheno that I'm growing, because I do not want to lose it, because I have not tried any of those phenos in my garden. I have one of everyone in my garden, so I have lots. So like I don't I
He
have
has a
I took
variety.
I
like
took
everybody
clones of
else.
everything. Yeah, I took clones of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah,
So I have one of everything. And or no, I have several of everything because in case one dies. So there's actually 2 clones in here that have not took, and I'm going to open that up and show you guys here. So let me get my lid out.
You'll never switch
So
to oil.
what I've been doing every day, is I have been actually opening this lid, and I actually spray on my cloner there every day. So there we go. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to lift this up. I've already unplugged it, and I've got some funny news to tell you. Okay, so I had to be honest with you guys. This cloner is called a turbo cloner, and what makes this cloner so cool about most cloners is that it has a fan that's built onto the back of it. Actually, I'm just going to pull it over here so you guys can see the whole thing, and then you can see what I'm talking about. And hopefully I don't knock anything over and do something here. So as you can see, the back of this has a fan. So the turbo cloner is made to, the pump is down inside there. And the turbo cloner is made so that this fan cools off the water, because that's why most turbo cloners have problems, because that water gets too hot in there. And because the water gets too hot in there, it will go and it will not allow the roots to actually take. Well, actually what I did was I actually forgot to plug the fan in. So it's basically like I had a cloner that I didn't even use the fan. I didn't even use the part that makes this one so special. So what's so cool about that is there's twofold. One, y'all don't have to have a special one as long as you keep your room very cold. I keep my room very cold. I also misted every day with the mister. I lifted this up, let him have air, breathe every day. I'm a very dry climate, so I have to mist mine every day. Not everybody's in a dry climate, right? So keep in mind what type of climate you're in and how your cloning might be. It's probably not going to work the same as mine. Now, that being said, I dipped all my clones. You saw it on my video. I took forever to take these clones. Took me, I don't know, an hour. And I only dipped them in aloe vera. I have not changed the water. I have added 1 quart of water to this because I accidentally left the lid open a little bit and it kind of squirted out the thing. Yeah, my fault. So I added some water. I have not changed the water. I haven't done anything. Now, the only thing I have done is I've cut some of the roots off. I'm not sure if I should have done that or not. And the reason is because they were getting really long. So those of you out there, I'd like to know if you really think you should cut the roots or not. I kind of think maybe you should, and then maybe they would grow more short ones. I don't know. So here you go, guys. I'm going to show you my roots. Here we go. There's the rootage. We got roots. So there you go. What do y'all think? I thought they looked pretty damn good. And this one is Super Lemon Haze right here.
Leo says to cut the. He says yes, cut the roots. My theory would be it would be like topping as far as.
See, yeah. So here's like one I did not cut, and there's one like I did cut, right? So I was thinking that that's what I should do. I should cut that part off.
But aren't they ready for transplant now, Tara?
But yes, they are. They are going to go into transplant, but I still think you should cut the roots off even going into transplant. And here's why. I just think that's a big taproot that you're going to wind up, and it would be basically like you would have root bound in the bottom of a pot. And anytime you have root bound in the bottom of a pot, it's not good. So you would just cut that off, and then it's going to regrow, right? That's what my thought is. That's what I'm going to do. we'll find out. Hey, I'm gonna show you guys. You're gonna grow with me, and I'm gonna frickin' show you guys. Just like I told you today, frick, I didn't even plug the fan in, and you know why? Because I plugged the motor in here, the pump, and that's all I thought I had to plug in. There's 2 cords on these. Didn't even think about it. So yeah, not very smart.
But that's
So
pretty
yeah,
cool.
so what do you guys have to say? I thought I did pretty good though. The
Well,
roots look great.
Awesome.
Looks fine.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine.
Ooh. Don't mess up my e-nail. I
Oh,
can
and
see me taking out my e-nail.
Kathy says not to cut the roots.
Not to cut. She says don't cut the roots. See, I think I should cut the roots. So
Do
you
it,
know,
do it.
maybe I'll
Look,
do
I
half
would.
and half.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
personally, I'm of a personal theory that you should sort of not, like, the less is more. The less you interfere with what's going on, probably
Yeah.
the better, right?
Yeah,
but
because
that's-
you're damaging. It's an injury to the plant when you cut it.
Yeah, but
I
it's good
know,
when
right,
roots
but-
die and
yeah,
roots come
Tara's
and
got it.
go, and
Yep,
you
Tara's
know,
got a
I
good
don't know.
theory behind
Yeah, I
this.
suppose. I don't
From
know.
what I've read, this is the quote that I can give you all, right? What happens on the top mirrors down the bottom. What happens down the bottom mirrors up the top. So when you top your plant, I know that if you have to there was something I read about re-vegging, and they said when you re-veg, what you should do is you should really trim the shit out of the top and trim the roots, and then transplant and then re-veg. And apparently, so I would assume, Tara, you're onto something because you're topping the roots, so it is going to force them
To bush out more and like
Yes,
really
yes.
just go boom. Because then they say with the tap roots, they don't want the tap roots. They don't really. Okay, cannabis plants technically don't have a tap root. That's not the actual name of it. Okay, so it's a different name.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
But anyways, it's not necessarily true. And a lot of people like they take in the air pots, air pruning. I just agree. I just think you should trim them and keep them pruned. You know, I just think they like to be pruned. I don't know.
Yeah, just listen. You listening?
I gotta let my dog out. Excuse me for just a minute. She's bugging me. Okay.
But if it was my approach personally, just my grow, I would not. I try to do nothing. I try to do as little as possible. I don't want to transplant if I don't have to. I want to keep it. Like the amendments that I use to amend my soil, I try not to use inputs. I try to find my inputs. So if I need to add kelp, I go and find the kelp. If I need, and I collect the bird poo. There's all this bird poo that I get all over my block. Heaps of bird poo. Collect that.
I got all kinds of poop in my backyard. I got chickens and geese. By the way, okay, so this is the next thing I want to try. My geese, they swim in this big pond, like it's a tank. I had a 15,000 gallon tank that we cut the top off, and then we made the bottom of it with like a pool for my geese. And I have a fitting on there that I have a big pipe and a big long tube that I'm going to feed it down to my cannabis grow, and I'm going to feed some of my plants some goose poo, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to do some tests, just like they're saying. Do some tests. Exactly. I'm going to take some of the plants. I'll cut the roots, just like I did, you guys. I actually did the front 2. I actually cut the roots, and the back 2, I did not cut the roots. So exactly. And the ones that I did not cut the roots, I'll wind them down in there. We'll put them in. The ones I did cut the roots, I'll put them in there, and we'll do a side by side. Why not? I'll show you guys. I'm willing to do side by side for you. Let's test it out.
Sure.
I'd love anybody else that's doing side by sides that would love to come on here and show stuff. Like I would love if anybody wants to share and doesn't want a YouTube channel and wants to just come share something. Please come on. I would love for that. What do you guys think?
The more the merrier. That's what I think.
It would be awesome.
Yep.
It'd be totally awesome.
Yep.
So, well, should we wind this up today, guys?
Yeah, it's getting it's getting late here. Time for me to make dinner.
Yeah, I think that, and I wanted to just show you the guys the roots. The roots. What do I say? The roots. The roots. I always say it funny. I know. I can't talk.
The roots. That's all right.
Yeah. So Yes. So, oh, by the way, if you guys didn't see, I went to Northwest Cannabis Club. Go check those videos out, and I bought some glass for my friend Octatom, my friend Octo, and my friend Hi right here. Hi, Live for Today. She's got this really cool piece. It's a little pipe, and you guys, these little, what do you call these, tentacles? No, I don't know what those little things are. Whatever. Those actually turn pink. They're like UV sensitive or something, and they turn pink. So both of them, they're really cool. So yeah, so those pipes are gonna go out to my friends. And actually, Hi's not gonna get this till she comes and meets me at the Emerald Cup. Right? That's gonna be that'll be our gift exchange at the Emerald Cup. Along with a lot of weed.
Well, I'm not bringing
me.
weed.
I am. Okay. Hello. I don't have to go anywhere. Hello. Yeah. So
that's the unfortunate thing about traveling to the States.
Yes.
I can't bring anything.
I am hooking you up. You will have so much to smoke. Girlfriend, you no. Just like when K-Doggy was here. The dude couldn't keep up, you know. Come to my house, you can't keep up, I promise you. I'll smoke your ass.
Hey, listen, gauntlet thrown down. Dan has picked that gauntlet up. When I get back to shoot the next diary entry, it's on. We're having a smoke.
On, dude. It's here. I bet you can't keep up. I bet you can't keep up. Yeah. So if any of you guys are in Washington, I'm actually thinking about going to Hemp Fest, which is this next weekend in Seattle. If I go to Hemp Fest, I will go live for you guys. And so depending on Wednesday or not, I should know and maybe throw something out Wednesday so you guys have a heads up. But if you are going to Hemp Fest, reach out to me because that might persuade me to really go. Because right now I don't know who's going. So it doesn't like really persuade me. Like, I can be persuaded. How's that song go? That really sucked.
You have to go, Tara. It's like spitting distance from where you live.
I know, 3 hours. I haven't booked where I want to stay yet or anything, and I don't even know anything about it, and it's in my own state. I know I need to go. Okay, cheers, everybody. Okay, I'll think about it.
Do it, Tara.
Okay, do you want to tell everybody? Okay, everybody, go sub up to my friend Dan. Dan chatting in the thing so they know who you are. Dan, he puts out some cannabis videos, and go follow him. And my friend Hi Live for Today, she does some really awesome videos up talking about her cannabis, helping her survive cancer, and talks about surviving cancer. And I love it because we both are cancer survivors, and we like to talk about that because it heals. It helps us heal.
It does.
And being around all you awesome people help us heal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone for showing up. I'm going to try to end the stream, and I'm going to sit here quietly for like 10 seconds because I think it cuts it off at the end of the thing. So have a fantastic day, and thank you all for being here. Zooey and Summer, how you doing? I haven't seen you guys forever. Thanks for coming by. James, how you doing? White Feather. Thank you all. Thank you. Leo, what's up? Oh my gosh, Bingo, what's up? Okay, love you guys all. Mason, take care. Cobra, have a great day, guys. Love and health.